not about one group.
It's about all of us.
Nothing.
Black Friday boycott was so successful that retailers are now extending holiday sales until next week.
Mass Blackout urges Americans to stop working and shopping this week. A coalition of grassroots organizations are calling for a nationwide economic shutdown during the start of the holiday season. The Mass Blackout movement started by the Blackout the System, the People's Sick Day, American Opposition, the Money Out of Politics, Movement of the Progressive Network is asking Americans to stop all spending and refuse to go to work Tuesday, November 25th through Tuesday, December 2nd. This is coordinated economic shutdown, a collective refusal to participate in a system that profits off of our pain, exploits our labor, and buys our politicians.
2%, all we have to do over this weekend is less. Do less, rest more. Spend less, rest more. The mass blackout is on 25th through December 2nd. Okay. If we're buying anything, we're not buying it from these huge big box stores and corporations. We're buying Black owned and especially Black women owned.
I just want to remind you all, from today to December 2nd, a lot of us are closing our wallets to big corporations on purpose. And this blackout isn't about being broke or anti-Christmas. It's about power. When Black folks sit out Black Friday and Cyber Monday, we're pulling billions of dollars out of a system that profits off of us while rolling back our rights. Organizers like We Ain't Buying It and Mass Blackout are calling on people not to spend with the giants like Amazon, Walmart, Target, the same brands that slash equity and diversity programs, while funding politicians who attack our voting rights, and stay quiet while our communities face police violence, mass incarcerations, and book bans. If you must spend, spend Black. Spend local. Spend with people who actually invest in our communities. Y'all, this isn't new. In the 1960s, Black communities used Christmas boycotts to fight Jim Crow laws and racist hiring. From Greenville, North Carolina's Black Christmases and Christmas sacrifice to boycotts in Mississippi and around the South, they said if you won't hire us or respect us, you don't get our money. Our elders already proved to us that economic pressure can shake systems that pretend not to hear us. So if you see Black folks skipping the sales this weekend, understand it's not apathy, it's strategy.
Are we going to do the mass blackout? November 25th, December 2nd, 1 week, where we Americans, we the people, take our power back away from the people, the billionaires who are looking to suppress us. Now look, the movement, it's not going to be easy. This is not for the faint at heart. It is going to require some level of uncomfortability. That's the truth. Change never comes easy. We have to start that change. We have to be that change. That is what the mass blackout is. A complete cultural shift. Now, the main things, the main actions of this movement are two things. Stop spending. No spending, no work. Why? Capitalism is a will. You stop spending, you stop working, what happens to the will? It stops. That's what feeds capitalism. We do. Us working, us waking up 6 a.m., not getting home until 10 p.m. We stop doing that, these billionaires feel it. The longer it goes, the more effect it has. We need to get their attention. They need to realize they're not America. The people are America. The church is not the pastor. The church is not the building. The congregation is the church. Same thing applies for America.
Hey, is everybody on track? Cause this Friday ain't black. Cause we ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. Well, I stand up and never quit. We ain't buying shit. From the 25th of November till the 5th of December. Remember, we ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. This Friday ain't black. Cause we got each other's back. We ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. We ain't buying. We ain't buying. buying. We ain't buying shit.
Hello guys, and welcome to the Joe Report, where we get an outsider's view with an insider's clarity. As the holiday season approaches, our movement is quietly gathering strength, one that doesn't involve marches, banners, or speeches, but one that promises to hit where it matters most: the wallet. From November 25th to December 2nd, Black Americans across the country are calling for what they're calling a mass blackout. It is a deliberate pause, a week-long experiment designed to test the true power of the black dollar and to remind the world that Black consumers are not just a demographic, they are a driving force of the American economy. Before we proceed, all credit goes to the creators of these videos. You'll find all their arts in my description box. Also guys, support me by watching this video till the end, and I would really appreciate it. But for now, let me play you a few more videos, and I'll be back with more commentary.
What we're witnessing in real time is an investment gone bad. Black people, we need to continue resting, because what we're witnessing is a crash out in real time. White folks are frustrated because they've made an investment in a man, in a group, in an ideology, and the investment is going back. We not out there in those streets. They don't have anybody to fight with. They got the raids going on, scooping people off the street. What we've seen with police officers, healthcare workers, immigration are frustrated white folks. The ancestors were clear. Set it down. Rest. Because with resting comes a clear head, a clear mind, and a clear path. Rest. Build community with each other. Withhold our dollars. Many of us are executing number 1 to the T. Baby, we resting. Number 2 and 3 are going by the wayside. Build community with each other. We will not go back to the status quo. We need to be reimagining something new, something different for our community. And that requires us to pool our energy together. It also requires sacrifice. Withhold our black dollar. The boycott is necessary, and it should really create a habit of investing in our community. What we're witnessing is an investment gone bad. White folks are pissed because they just knew that if we vote for this man, we're going to get them black folks up out of here. And if we don't get them up out of here, we're going to make them suffer. That's what they always want to do. We're going to pull them out of those positions. We're going to make sure that they know their place. We're going to make their lives miserable. That was the goal. It's not happening. And they're pissed. The ROI is not coming to fruition. They're looking for a return on their investment. The instructions are clear. Rest, invest in our community, and withhold our dollars. That's what it's going to take. November 25th through December 2nd. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
The concept is simple but profound. For 1 week, participants are asked to withhold spending at major corporations and instead focus on supporting local businesses, Black-owned enterprises, and small-scale ventures that reinvest in their communities. This isn't a protest in the traditional sense. There will be no signs, no chants, no confrontation. The act itself, choosing not to spend, is the message. The message is loud, undeniable, and difficult to ignore. When Black Americans stop participating in the economy in the usual way, the impact is felt immediately. This isn't the first time economic power has been wielded as a tool for change. History is filled with examples of Black communities using collective financial action to achieve justice and equality. From the Montgomery bus boycott, which played a critical role in ending segregation on public transportation, to Operation Breadbasket, which pressured companies to hire and promote Black employees, the principle has always been the same. Money talks, and when it's withheld strategically, it speaks louder than any protest or political campaign ever could. In the present moment, timing is everything. Black Friday and the subsequent holiday shopping season represent billions of dollars in consumer spending, the largest influx of cash in the American retail calendar. For too long, these profits have flowed out of Black communities into corporations that barely reinvest in the people whose labor and loyalty made them rich. The mass blackout is a direct response to that imbalance, a reminder reminder that Black Americans are not just participants in the economy, they are architects of it. The goal of the blackout is clear. For 1 week, prioritize spending that circulates within the community. Buy from farmers markets, independent stores, and Black-owned businesses. Avoid corporations that fail to support the very communities that sustain them. Every dollar withheld is a vote for accountability, a vote for equity, and a vote for a system that recognizes the value of Black consumers beyond their purchasing power. Organizers of the movement emphasize that it isn't about canceling celebrations or denying joy. It's about a conscious redirection of resources and exercise in economic self-determination. By pulling back from mainstream channels, participants are demonstrating that economic influence is a form of leverage that can drive real change.
There's a lot of questions concerning the mass blackout no work action. Check this out. The mass blackout, kick it off November the 25th. What does that look like? This video is going to communicate to you what it looks like not to work during that time. First off, if you can take off during that time using your PTO, vacation, whatever you can to get paid during that time, that's exactly what we want you to do. Our objective is not to take money out of your pocket. In fact, it's to make sure money stays in your pocket. We understand everyone can't take 7 days off, so we're asking everyone to join us where you can. If it's 5 days, cool. If it's 3 days, cool. If it's 1 day, cool. But if it's 1 day, let it be Black Friday.
Communities are encouraged to think critically about where their money goes and the impact of every transaction. Each purchase becomes a statement about values, priorities, and power. The historical precedent is clear. When companies and institutions face the real consequences of being ignored economically, they respond. They hire, they promote, they change policies, and they begin to acknowledge the communities that contribute to their profit. The mass blackout is grounded in this truth. Change is most effective when it affects the bottom line. Words and votes are powerful, but collective financial action is unambiguous. In 2025, after years of marching, lobbying, and voting, the movement for economic justice has reached a critical point. Participants are no longer asking, they are demonstrating. The week-long blackout is a bold experiment. It tests the strength of collective action, measures the responsiveness of corporations to Black consumer power, and signals a shift in how communities can exert influence without relying on traditional channels of protest. This initiative also serves as a reminder that consumer habits are a form of activism. Every dollar spent carries weight, and every dollar withheld carries even more. By consciously choosing where to direct funds, Black Americans are taking control over their economic influence and ensuring that it works in favor of communities that have historically been overlooked or exploited. As the blackout begins, participants are urged to prepare in advance, identifying local businesses, Black-owned ventures, and community-focused initiatives to support. This planning phase ensures that the week is not a moment of deprivation, but an opportunity for intentional impact. The key is not abstinence for the sake of abstinence, but abstinence with purpose, choosing to redirect funds to create tangible benefits for the community rather than merely withholding them from corporations. The potential impact is immense.
As a reminder, this year, the only present given is my presence. This year, we're not buying anything, so we expect nothing. The one thing that this administration has taught me is that the only person gonna fight for our rights is us. The only way that we can show them that we're serious is if we pull our money and our labor. For those who are just like, this is so stupid, it's not gonna shut the up. You are the anchor of human society. Pulling us down with your cynicism is getting old. The only way it doesn't work if you don't get involved. On top of that, this is the easiest thing you could possibly do. You're literally doing nothing. You're not working, you're not spending money, you're not going out to eat. You're actually saving money. You're helping your own pockets by getting involved. Take the load off. Take a nap. Take a walk in the public park. Stop putting money into these corporations that doesn't care about you.
Analysts predict that if the movement gains substantial participation, major retailers and corporations could see significant dips in sales, even during the traditional lucrative holiday season. The blackout underscores a critical point. The black dollar is a force to be reckoned with, a reminder that economic influence and social justice are intertwined. The message is clear. Black Americans are not invincible, and their power cannot be ignored. When history's lessons are heeded, economic boycotts have proven to be among the most effective tools for change. By uniting under the principle of the blackout, communities are asserting a form of authority that is nonviolent but undeniably potent. It is an act of self-determination, of demanding respect, and ensuring that the economic contributions of Black Americans are recognized and rewarded. As the week unfolds, The hope is that the mass blackout will inspire a broader conversation about economic justice, accountability, and the role of consumer power in shaping corporate behavior. It is both a symbolic and practical exercise in empowerment, a demonstration that real change can occur, not just through rhetoric or legislation, but through strategic collective action. The movement concludes with a challenge to all participants to remain mindful of where every dollar goes, to prioritize community-focused spending, and to recognize the intrinsic value of economic unity. This is not merely a week of abstention. It is a declaration of influence, a test of the collective weight of the black dollar, and a statement that when Black Americans move together, the impact is undeniable.
I just wanted to come on here and say that the boycott does not end on December 2nd. That is not effective. We are blacking out indefinitely. It started 25, it's going into 26. We are blacking out, we are boycotting, we are shutting things down.
So what do you all think? Will you participate in the mass blackout and see how your spending power can drive change? And are you ready to test the power of the black dollar this holiday season? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I would love to keep this discussion going. Otherwise, that's it from me. I also have another video specifically tailored for you. And if you enjoy such kind of content, please click up here and enjoy. Also, consider subscribing, liking and sharing because it helps me grow my channel and helps YouTube recommend this video to a wider audience. Lastly, kindly consider joining my channel and I would really appreciate it. But for now, thank you so much for watching. And until the next time, the Joy Report out.